The adage, "those who don't know history are destined to repeat it," is true. Or anything comparable. Yes, it's crucial to learn your history, not just the famous figures and significant events, but also the smaller things that shed light on their lives or the times they lived in. Perhaps it's a startling truth that causes you to reevaluate accepted wisdom. It could be a bizarre anecdote that is too unbelievable to be true. Whatever the case, the most entertaining parts of history are probably the tidbits of trivia that are so bizarre and unique that they could never be replicated, even if someone tried. These 10 facts are presented in no particular sequence. Number 10. Turkeys were once worshipped like gods. Even though the fact that the turkey is today America's favorite Thanksgiving dish, the Mayans revered these large birds in 300 BC and regarded them as conduits of the gods. As a result, they domesticated them and used them in sacred rituals. They were status and power emblems that may be seen all across Maya iconography and archaeology. Number 9. The Olympics used to award medals for art. The Olympic Games featured fine arts competitions from 1912 to 1948. Literature, architecture, sculpture, painting, and music all received awards. Of course, the artwork had to have an Olympic theme. The inclusion of the arts was deemed vital by Pierre de Freddy, the man who created the modern Olympics, because the ancient Greeks used to host art festivals concurrently with the Games. 151 medals were presented before the art competitions were subsequently eliminated. Number 8. Napoleon was once attacked by a horde of bunnies. Once upon a time, bunnies assaulted the renowned conquistador Napoleon Bonaparte. For himself and his warriors, the emperor had asked that a rabbit hunt be organized. It was set up by his chief of staff, who also had workers gather 3,000 bunnies, according to reports, for the event. The hunt was ready to begin when the rabbits were let out of their cages. That was the plan, at least. The rabbits, however, launched a savage and unrelenting assault on Bonaparte and his soldiers. We were also taught that the biggest defeat suffered by a conqueror was at Waterloo. Number 7. Women were once banned from smoking in public. New Yorker Katie Mulcahy was detained in 1908 after lighting a cigarette with a match she had struck against a wall. Why? The Sullivan Ordinance is a city ordinance that forbids women, and only women, from smoking in public. Mulcahy fought about her right to smoke in public during her hearing before the district court. She received a $5 fine. The Sullivan Ordinance was vetoed by the mayor of New York City 2 weeks later. Number 6. The government poisoned alcohol during Prohibition. Alcohol was essentially poisoned by the American government during Prohibition. Law enforcement officials became angry when people continued to consume alcohol despite it being illegal, so they decided to try a different deterrent: death. Industrial alcohols made in the U.S. that were frequently stolen by bootleggers were poisoned on their orders. It is estimated that at least 10,000 individuals died as a result of the federal poisoning operation by the time Prohibition ended in 1933. Number 5. Captain Morgan actually existed. Yes, the popular rum brand spokesperson was a real man. He was a Welsh privateer who, in the 1660s and 1670s, fought for the English in the Caribbean against the Spanish. King Charles II of England knighted the man with the first name Henry. It is unknown when exactly he was born, although it was probably around 1635. In 1688, he passed away in Jamaica, reportedly quite wealthy. Number 4. There were more than 600 plots to kill Fidel Castro. Yes, 600. Many different adversaries, including political rivals, criminals, and even the United States, plotted to kill the Cuban tyrant. The strategies ranged from a cigar that exploded to a diving gear that was laced with poison. Number 3. Ketchup was sold in the 1830s as medicine. Abandon ibuprofen. When it came to popular medicine in the 1830s, ketchup was all the rage. It was marketed as a treatment for indigestion in 1834 by John Cook, an Ohio doctor. It wasn't until the late 19th century that it became widely used as a condiment. the more you are aware. Number 2. President Abraham Lincoln is in the Wrestling Hall of Fame. Abraham Lincoln was crowned a wrestling champion before becoming the 16th president. The 6 feet 4 inches president lost just one of his roughly 300 matches. Because of this, he had a reputation as a skilled fighter in New Salem, Illinois. He eventually won the wrestling title for his country. Number 1. Cars weren't invented in the United States. No, in 1908, it wasn't Henry Ford's Model T. In reality, the first vehicle was developed in the 19th century by European engineers Carl Benz and Emile Levasseur. In 1886, Benz obtained the first vehicle patent. This is all for today. Thank you for watching. If you like this type of content, don't forget to smash the subscribe button and ring the bell. See you next time.